Hello and welcome to Thursday's programme. I'm John T. Messer.
And I'm Victoria Davis. Coming up tonight between now and 6:30.
Good evening. There are warnings tonight that Bristol is in the grip of a homeless crisis, which could end up killing some of society's most vulnerable people. One charity says it's seen numbers needing their services almost treble in recent weeks.
Well, the founder of Feed the Homeless has written an open letter to Mayor Marvin Rees demanding emergency accommodation is provided following the temporary closure of a night shelter. The council leader for housing says he's doing all he can to address the problem. Richard Payne has our top story.
Let's turn to other news in the region tonight now, and Wiltshire Police say they haven't ruled out the possibility that a major incident in Salisbury on Sunday was the result of a hoax. A man...
Bristol Water has been warned by a watchdog that it needs to improve its customer service.
Now, next on this evening's programme, the controversial former Wiltshire police detective who broke the rules to catch a serial killer has returned to the scene of the notorious confession.
Christopher Halliwell admitted murdering 2 women from Swindon. Becky Godden...
And Officer Steve Fulcher is the subject of tonight's Crime and Punishment programme with Trevor McDonald here on ITV. Robert Murphy has this report. Now let's move on to other news, because they are normally rivals when it comes to attracting visitors. But it's been announced that the tourist associations for Somerset, Dorset, Devon and Cornwall have joined together for the first time.
Yes, they're going to be working on a special project to draw in more holidaymakers from Australia and the USA.
Well, Ben McGrail is live for us at the Haynes International Motor Museum in Sparkford in Somerset. Ben, the museum there, just one example of somewhere that could benefit from this. Now you are watching ITV News here in the West Country with Victoria and John T. Thanks for your company. There's still plenty more to come on the programme before 6:30. We'll be meeting the young woman.
Well, the ITV News continues with the national and international stories at 6:30. Here's Mary Nightingale with the details.
But next on our programme, anyone who has had radiotherapy to treat cancer will know the side effects can often be worse than the cancer symptoms.
Well, for people with head or neck cancer, virtually all patients experience a sore mouth too. But now a trial is underway at Musgrave Park Hospital in Taunton and the Royal United Hospital in Bath, where lasers are being used to remove the soreness altogether. Karen Bell has this report.
Now, Bristol has one of the highest prescription rates in the country for opioids. The powerful painkillers are typically given for short-term pain relief, but experts argue they are ineffective for long-term chronic pain.
But many are dependent on the drugs. This evening, ITV's Tonight programme visits one practice in Bristol which is trying to change how it prescribes, as Ashna Harinag now reports. Now next tonight, Bath's rising star of motorsport who keeps breaking records. Jamie Chadwick recently became the first female driver in history to win a British Formula 3 race. Yeah,
she's racing in the penultimate round of the championships at Donington this weekend. Our sports reporter Carrie Davis went to meet her where it all began at the go-karting track at Castle Combe.
Good, wouldn't it? Now here's an and finally, if ever I've seen one, the duck and chicken who have become the best of friends and are now entirely inseparable.
Yeah, Quackers and Ducky were hatched as orphans at the same time. They've grown to mimic each other at their city centre farm in Gloucester. Ken Goodwin has the story. Well, there you go. And with that in mind, let's get you the weather details. Kate Haskell has them all for you.
Thanks, Kate. Well, the main headlines in the West Country this evening: a homeless child.
That brings us to the close of this evening's programme, so it is goodbye from all of us. I will be back, though, at 10:30 to bring you the late news.
But now we'll hand you to Mary Nightingale as the ITV News continues. Whatever you're doing, have a lovely evening. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.